Welcome back, guys. Now this is lecture 22. So I'm taking the circuit value of R here 4. So, so I would like to summarize here is thing is, so initially before circuit I take the value of R is 5. So if you change the resistance, the configuration of the system is also changed here. So my agenda is to make the circuit as critically damped system, that is for alpha equal to omega naught. This is damping factor, this is natural frequency. So I designed this R, L, C values to get critically damped. So I achieved that thing. So after getting that R, L, C values, the examiner will give you the circuit. Okay, it's fine, but you need to know whether it is overdamped, underdamped. So after calculating, you will be getting by the roots of the characteristic equation in that, but before only you can examine. So we have the alpha equal damping factor equal to R by 2L, and again omega naught equal to 1 by root LC. So by these two values you will be able to judge that if alpha equal to omega naught, that is critically damped. So let us solve this sum here. So to do this Laplace transform, this circuit in Laplace, so initially at initial condition at t less than 0, how the circuit behaves. The switch is not opened, so at switch is opened at t equal to 0. So switch is not open, the same problem will done. So this inductor at steady state it will be, so we will be having a capacity in resistance value R 1 value. This is 1 by 4 ohms 4. This is I naught you take, and this is V naught. So I naught by just Ohm's law we can write V 24 by 5, that is almost 4.8 amps, and again V naught equal to, we will be getting by voltage division rule 24 into 1 by 1 plus 4, that is also 24 by 5, that is a value of 4.8 amps volts. So we take these initial values to draw in Laplace domain of the circuit. So at t density, so the format is same for every sum, only thing is the values will be changed. So for inductor in time domain having initial current I naught will be replaced as an inductor with a source in series having a value of I naught into L, and this is Ls. Similarly, the capacitor having initial voltage V naught will be replaced in S domain as a capacitor in series with a voltage source having a V naught by S, and this is 1 by Cs. The same elements will be replaced in this place. So at t greater than 0, the above circuit in S domain. Okay. Now we'll write the domain equation here. So 24, this will be 24 by S. So this constant will be in S domain, and this will be replaced by this equivalent circuit, and this capacitor also. Source, the switch is open. So this value is what we'll get 1 by Cs, that is having C as 1 by 4. This can be written as 4 by S, and this is V naught by S. We are having whole value V naught equal to 4.8. So we'll write V naught by S, that is 4.8 by S, that is 1 by Cs. This is L into I naught. I naught you got as 4.8. L is having 1 Henry. So Ls, that is 4.8 into 1. Then 4.8 into S. This is also 4.8 into 1. You can write. So R value is 4. So we need what? I of S and V of S. So we need I of S and V of S. Okay. So we need I of s and V of s. By simple loop equation, we can find both of them. So the loop equation, applying KVL. So you have been KVL. So 24 by s plus 4 into I of s plus 4.8 in s into I of s minus 4.8 plus 4.s into I of s plus 4.8 by s equal to 0. So this is the one loop equation. So I of s, you will be getting 4.8 s plus 4 by s. So you taking the 4.8 and this terms the other side, you will be getting 24 by s minus 4.8 by s plus 4.8. So finally you will be getting I of s as, so rearranging all these terms, you will be getting 4.888 equal to I of s equal to 4.8 s plus 19.2 by s plus 2 whole square. So I of s you got as 4.8 s plus 19.2 by s plus 2 whole square. So you having, by looking at the denominator, you are having a denominator roots as equal roots, real and equal. So the roots are real and equal, then it is critically damped. So the inverse of this critically damped circuit can be written as I of s equal to the inverse. To find I of s, we have to give the components in partial fraction a as a by s plus 2 plus b by s plus 2 whole square. For this type of circuits, this equation how to solve, I also deal with the before videos. So therefore I of s can be done by giving LCM. We can write a into s plus 2 plus b by s plus 2 whole square. So equating this term with this term numerators, you will be getting a of s plus 2 plus b equal to 4.8 s plus 19.2. Equating this term in this equation and this equation. So comparing the coefficients. So coefficient of a, coefficient of s, so that is a equal to 4.8, and the coefficient of constant, that is 2a plus b equal to 19.2. So equating these two terms, you will be getting a equal to 4.8 and b equal to 9.6. So replace these values here in this equation. So I of s equal to 4.8 by s plus 2 plus 9.6 by s plus 2 whole square. So now you need to do inverse Laplace of this thing. So I of t, to get I of t, we need to do what? Inverse Laplace of I of s. So in this, now we will use the equation e of s plus a equal to what? Inverse of a into e power minus ct. Then inverse Laplace of b a of s plus a whole square equal to what? T into e power minus at. So therefore I of t can be represented as 4.8 into e power minus 2t plus 9.6 into t into e power minus 2t. This is the final expression of I of t. So we take this expression other side, that is I of t equal to, you got 4.8 into e power minus 2t plus 9.6 into t e power minus 2t. You just keep this aside. Now our target is to find v of s here by using I of s. So v of s equal to can be written as 4 by s into I of s plus 4.8 by s. Now I of s you have 4 by s into, so I of s you have this term 4.8 s plus 19.2 by s plus 2 whole square plus 4.8 by s. So now you need to solve this v of s to get v of t. So rearranging all these things, all this stuff here, so we will getting so take the Laplace of this, so s into s plus t whole square into, so 4.8 into 4, 19.2 s plus 4 into 19.2, that is 76.8 plus 4.8 into, take this term on that side, that is s square plus 4s plus 4. So rearranging the numerator, you will be getting 4.8 s square plus 4.8 s square plus 38.4 s plus 96 by s into s plus 2 whole square. So this is v of s. So therefore v of s, for getting inverse Laplace, we need to do partial fraction of these things. So you can write as a by s plus b by s plus 2 plus c by s plus 2 whole square. So this s plus 2 whole square is equal repeated roots. So for this repeated roots, we need to write a partial fraction like this. So after finding the LCM of this thing, so you will be getting the numerator of this entire term. The numerator of this term and this term should be equated. Directly I am writing that equation, that is a of s plus s square plus s plus 2 whole square, that is s square plus 4s plus 4. So plus b into s plus 2 plus cs equal to 4.8 s square plus 38.4 s plus 96. So equating the coefficient of s terms here. So equating coefficient of s square, that is you will be having, in this term you have a, and this term you have b, and this you have no other term here. So s plus b, a plus b equal to what? 4.8. And again coefficient of s here. Coefficient of s is what here? 4a plus 2b plus c equal to 38.4 here. Again the constants here, comparing the constants. So in the constant you have only, in this term you have 4a, in this term you have no other constant, and this term no other constant. That 4a equal to, directly you can write 96. So equating these three equations, you will be getting a equal to 24 and b equal to minus 19.2 and c equal to minus 19.2 here. Okay, now we replace this a, b, c in terms in v of s here. So for v of s can be written as 24 by s minus 19.2 by s plus 2 minus 19.2 by s plus 2 whole square. So V of t equal to what? Laplace inverse of V of s here. So before writing this Laplace inverse of any function of V of s, you need to write the right side of this corner as Laplace of constant k by s equal to, you need to write k. So Laplace of any k by s plus a equal to form k into e power minus at. Again, Laplace inverse of k by s plus a whole square equal to k into t e power minus at. So these are the basic fundamental formulas you need to memorize for your lifetime. So you can use these formulas in any circuits having a tangent which is converted into Laplace here. So we use these formulas and we replace this. Basing on these formulas only, we will find the inverse Laplace of this function. So V of t can be represented as 24 minus Laplace of this function is k into e power minus t. K is here for 19.2, a is 2, so e power minus 2t minus of 19.2 t into e power minus 2t. This is the expression of V of t here. So I of t expression is this. So if you wish to find the characteristic curves, so you need to write, so I of 0 equal to what here? So you replace t in terms of t, you replace 0. So you will be getting I of 0 equal to what? 4.8. I of infinity equal to what? So e power minus infinity is 0. So this is also e power minus infinity 0. So I of infinity is also 0. So for this V of 0 equal to what? 24 minus 19.2 minus 19 point minus 0. So this is will be getting 4.8 volts, and V of infinity equal to what? Ultimately this term will be getting 0, this term will be getting 0, you will be getting 24. So likewise, this before circuit, this is a 4.8 value. At t equal to 0, the current t is having 4.8 value. At time t tends to infinity, the current t is decaying and becoming to 0. So this is I of t curve. So now at t tends to infinity, this is current voltage V of 8 we have. So it exponentially increases and become a steady state at t tends to infinity, getting a value of 24. So this is the curve of V of t. So this is the way to solve the equation, this curve, this circuit here. So this is about critically damped circuit. So the final curves here, the final expression V of t and I of t for that circuit. Now we will solve another circuit based on underdamped circuit. So for that I have the values of R, L, C. So now we'll do other circuit for underdamped system. To get the underdamped system, I designed the values of R as for the same circuit. This is 1/4 we type 1 Henry, and this is here R I take 1 ohm. Okay, this is 1 ohm. So similarly, I need V of t and I of t. So at t less than 0, we have the circuit as this is 1 ohm, this is I of 0, and this is V of 0, this is 1 ohm, this is 24 volts. So I of 0 equal to what here? 24 by 2, that is 12 ohms, and V of 0 equal to what? Again by voltage division rule, 1 plus 1, it is 12 volts. This is 12 amps. Okay. Now at t greater than 0, the same thing. How do you do? We replace this. We have a capacitor in time domain. having initial current I0 will be replaced with a inductor having initial voltage of I0 and L, this Ls, and the capacitor having initial voltage V0 C will be replaced in Laplace domain as, so V0 by S, and this is 1 by Cs. So we replace this circuit in Laplace domain. So this is what Ls. So L is having 1 Henry and capacity and current is 12. Ls L I0 into L 1 by Cs V0 by S. This is 1 Henry, 1 ohm, this is 1 ohm, and the source having a value of 24 by S. So I0 here is what? 12. L is 1. This can be replaced as 12. So L is what? 1, and S, this is S. Similarly, this is 4 by S, and this is 12 by S. So the circuit will be in the form, this form. So we take this, we remove this component here. So at t greater than 0, the circuit is like this. So 4 by S, 12 by S, and this is 12 S, 1 ohm. This is 24 by S. We need expression I of S and V of S. So by loop equation, we get I of S as minus 24 by S plus 1 into I of S plus S into I of S minus 12 plus 4 by S into I of S plus 12 by S equal to 0. So therefore I of S can be written as S plus 1 plus 4 by S. Take this term, that side. So you will be getting 24 by S minus 12 by S plus 12. Therefore I of S can be written as directly as this 12 by S will this enter term. So 12S plus 12 by S square S plus 4. So if you take the roots of this equation, we will be getting the roots as so you are getting the complex roots here. Complex roots. If you get the complex roots, then it is called what? Underdamped system. So now we to take the inverse Laplace of this function, we draw the system as partial fraction. We have the system as as plus b by this form. So already in this format only, as plus b format only. So now how we'll solve is we'll solve this denominator in a inverse Laplace of function we have. So if a function having inverse Laplace of some s plus a by s plus a whole square plus omega square. So inverse Laplace of this thing is what we have, e power minus at cos omega t. So s plus a whole square plus omega square format we need to bring this thing. So for this initially numerator take the constant 12 as constant. So s plus 1. So the denominator can be written as s square plus s plus 0.25 s plus 0.25 plus 3.75 can be written in. So this entire term can be represented as s plus 0.5 whole square, right? So if you take s plus 0.5 whole square, you will be getting s square plus 2 into 0.5 into s. that is s plus 0.25. So this way we did this denominator in this format. Okay, now s plus 1 can be written as I of s equal to 12 into s plus 1 can be written as s plus 0.5 plus 0.5. So this one will represent it like this. So this term will be represented as s plus 0.5 whole square plus root of this 3.75 is 1.93 whole square. The whole idea is to bring this denominator in this format. Since we know the inverse Laplace of this function, to get this function, the whole idea is to bring this denominator to this term. So you now separate this this term and this term here. So the separation is I of s can be written as 12 into s plus 0.5 by s plus 0.5 whole square plus 1.93 whole square plus 12 into 0.5. So again we have the other function Laplace inverse of omega by s plus a whole square plus omega square equal to e power minus at sin omega t. So this is will be equal to, this is the inverse Laplace of this function is e power minus at sin omega t. So for that we multiply and divided with omega 1.93 divided by 1.93, the same term s plus 0.5 whole square plus 1.93 whole square. Okay, so I can write like this. So again I'll write all this equation. So I of s you draw it as 12 into s plus 0.5 by s plus 0.5 whole square plus 1.93 whole square plus 12.0.5 into 1.93 s plus 0.5 whole square plus 1.93 whole square. Okay, we multiply and divided with omega. Why? We have inverse Laplace of omega by s plus a whole square plus omega square equal to e power minus at sin omega t. So we have this equation. So we multiply divide with omega. We need omega by, this is omega by s plus a whole square plus omega square. So to get this term I replaced multiplied divided with 1.9 by 3. So we calculate this constant value, that is 12 into 0.5 divided by 1.93. So you will be getting constant 3.1 here. So the constant 3.1 12 into 0.5 divided by 1.93. So you got the constant 3.1 here. So therefore this term can be written as 12 into s plus 0.5 by s plus 0.5 whole square plus 1.93 whole square plus this entire term you got what, 3.1 here, 3.1 into 1.93 by s plus 0.5 whole square plus 1.93 whole square. So this is in the format of inverse Laplace of s plus a by s plus a whole square plus omega square. You will get having then e power minus at cos omega t. Therefore use this inverse Laplace transform to transform this equation to time domain, that is I of t equal to Laplace inverse of I of s. So you will be getting 12 into e power minus 0.5 t cos of 1.93 t. So this is the omega value, this is the a value. plus 3.1 into e power minus 0.5t sine of omega t. This is the expression of I of t in cos and cosine terms since it is underdamped. Now we need expression of v of s here. So v of s can be written as v of s equal to what here? Again, similarly 4 by s into I of s plus 12 by s here. So 4 by s into I of s, 4 by s into I of s plus 12 by s. So I of s we have already as v of s into, so I of s in place of I of s we use this term, that is 12s plus 12 by s square plus s plus 4 plus 12 by s. So rearranging this equation you will getting 12s square plus 60s plus, so all the math you need to do, s square plus s into s square plus s plus 4. So by partial fraction this thing v of s equal to a by s plus, so if having complex roots you can write bs plus c by s square plus s plus 4. So solving this, taking this LCM, and the numerator will be getting as a of s square plus s plus 4 plus bs plus c into s. So this numerator will be equated with what? With this term, that is 12s square plus 60s plus 96. Comparing the coefficients, you will be getting a plus b equal to 12, and a coefficient of s square here, coefficient of s you will be getting a plus b, a plus c equal to what here? 60, and constant coefficient of, comparing the constant here, having 4a equal to 96. Calculating these values you will be getting a equal to what here? 24, and b equal to minus 12, and c equal to 36. Replaces these ABC values in this term. Now you will be getting v of s equal to 24 by s plus minus 12s plus 36 by s square plus s plus 4. So this term, now you need to take what here? You got already separated this, so you need separation of this. So for that 24 by s, what you do is you take minus 12 outside, s minus 1 you will minus, s minus 3 you will be getting. So the numerator will be written as in this format, that is s plus 0.5 whole square plus 1.93 whole square. So before we did about this term, now we need s plus 0.5 format of this numerator. Therefore 24 by s minus 12 into s plus 0.5 minus of 3.5 can be written. This minus 3 can be written as 0.5 minus 3.5. So our agenda is to get s plus a term. So 1.93 whole square. So separate these terms here. 24 by s minus 12 into s plus 0.5 by s plus 0.5 whole square plus 1.93 whole square, and this term minus n plus minus n minus plus 12 into 3.5, and we need omega by s plus a, omega by s plus a whole square means omega square. So 1.93 you multiplied and divided by again 1.93, you will be getting s plus 0.5 whole square plus 1.93 whole square. So solving these terms here, so v of s, so this term can be replaced as 12 into 3.5 divided by 1.93. So you got 21.76. So we take directly inverse Laplace of this above term. So v of t equal to 24 minus 12 into e power minus 0.5 cos of 1.93 t, so plus 21.76 e power minus 0.5 t sine of 1.93 t. So this is the expression of v of t. So after finding I of t, v of t, the interesting topic is how to write the characteristic curves here. That's the main important aspiring area you need to know. Since you are in first years, later the analyzing parts and all you need to do. After finding the equation is not the big matter. After finding the equation, the analyzing part of the characteristic curves is the main important thing. So I'll show the small exposure of that, how to write all these things. So I of t equal to, so I'm taking the analysis part here. Up to now we dealt with the calculating part. Cos of 9.3 plus 21.76 e power minus 0.5 t sine of 1.93 t. So you're having the curve, the graph circuit here. This is 24 volts and this is 1 now, this is 1 Henry, this is 1 by 4 and this is 1 ohm. So we find I of 0 equal to 12 and V of 0 equal to 12. So at t tends to infinite, the circuit becomes is what? The switch is opened for a long time and the inductor gets shorted and the capacitor is opened. So I of infinity equal to 0 and V of infinity equal to what? 24 volts. So similarly I of 0 equal to what here? If you take I of 0, so I of 0 is equal to what? 12 plus, so this is e power minus t. So you will getting I of 0 replacing t equal to 0 here. So e power minus sine omega t equal to 0 means this term will be 0. So cos of 0 equal to 1. So e power minus 0 equal to 1. So this is 12 here. Similarly, v of 0 equal to what? You will be getting 24 minus 12. This term becomes 1 and this term becomes 0. That is 12 volts. So the same values we got here, 12 amps. Now I of infinity equal to what? So I of infinity, if we place e power infinity here, this term becomes 0, this term becomes 0. So I of infinity equal to 0, that is I of infinity equal to 0. And v of infinity equal to what? So 24 minus 12 into, so e power infinite 0 in e power of infinity 0. This term becomes 0 and plus 24.76 e power 0. So this is 24 you will get. This is 24 you get. Now the curves we obtained here is initial value, this is 12 amps and the final current also you got 12 amps voltage. So the current is what? Getting 0. So the current is getting 0 will be represented like this. So this is underdamped response. So the damping is underdamped. So this response, it is getting initially it has peak value. So due to the interchanging of energy sources between inductor and capacitor, this may have the interchange like this. Finally it is getting scheduled into 0. Similarly the voltage 24 volts. So this is take 24. So this is the V of t expression and this is I of t expression. Okay. So this is underdamped response. Underdamped response of any system. So this is how we express the voltage characteristics and current characteristics and voltage characteristics. So this is the final expression. So after getting expression, you need to take in format. Okay. So this is about transients, and so let us see. This is one circuit only. I explained this. Let us take. I directly give the less than of a few circuits. So this is another circuit of RLC circuit. So in this circuit, this switch is closed for a long interval of time. At t greater than 0, the switch is acting to this terminal. So for this, to find what is the agenda is to find voltage expression Vc of t. So here directly took at t less than 0 time. T less than 0 means before switch is operating. This is the circuit here. So this capacitor getting a steady state. So inductor is shorted. So I of 0 equal to what? 0. Since no source is acting in this. So V of 0 equal to what? The entire segment is 10. So after this counting, if I take the Laplace transform, the switch is operated here. The circuit is not represented here because it is not acting in this. So I take this circuit is acting here. So I take 1 ohm, and this thing is, so this is equivalent representation of inductor, and this is equivalent representation of capacitor. So you place the values here, the circuit will become is 1 ohm. So L value is take 1 by 2. So this is 1 by 2 yes. So I naught he got 0. So this current source is voltage source having a 0. That means it will be shorted here. Again, the inductor capacitor having 1 Henry. So 1 by S here. So voltage is giving. So voltage, this is V naught is 10. This is 10 by S. So I want to take one point here. So whether you need to represent this terminal, many of your friends ask me doubts. So how to replace these terminals here, minus of plus here. Since this initially the no current is flowing here, it is no problem if you replace plus terminal and negative terminal. Why? Because if initial current is 0 means this term will get shorted. If in the before circuit, if you observe carefully, the current is flowing like this. So to replace that, we did what? Minus you take terminal and plus terminal take. Now there is here no, there will be no problem here there. So we need what? Vc of s. So simply you do what? Ic of s by loop equation we solved before, and we'll find Vc of s here. Okay. So Ic of by loop equation. So by this I conclude the transients to maximum the concept is dealt with you. So I request you to go through each and every videos repeatedly, and I and also urge you to do the assignments which I given you. So repeatedly solving the circuits is an important thing before going to exam. So I took the privilege to complete the syllabus here. So at optimum level we did our transients. So the rest of the thing is in your hand. So come up with doubts as by solving. Thank you.